There we go. This is more likely. This is exactly what I've been waiting to see. From the presence, the majesty of our majesty should be there. From the presence, the God's presence, there should be full of majesty there, power. And this is exactly what I advised from myself as I being one of their gods. I said it's part of the royalness to have a majestic presence. And this, having this majestic presence, this is very interrelate with a royal self and royal majesty. This is why I said this is something, it is important to keep hold on to it everlastingly, forever. That's the way sometimes I speak and I say, just with these trillions and trillions and infinite number of light years, these billions and trillions and infinite number of stars, they pass and they go from front to back and back to front. Infinite number of times they go pass by, they move, they go from front to back and the back to front. Looking at the stars, this is all part of my majesty, how I am in the heavens. When I'm there in the heavens, just the way the stars, they go for infinite number of years, full of glory and full of majesty and full of, this is exactly how myself is, with so much majesty and pride. I am the one and only, with billions and billions of galaxies and stars and universes, throne, chair, gardens, hells, angels, souls, heavenly domains, heavenly realms, and all the many heavenly beings, infinite number of them, billions and trillions, clusters and clusters, and all the many things, they all nourished and cherished and looked after by my godly highness, or my royal godly highness and godly royal highness. This is a power at a very high level. And I am that self in the heavens. I'm sitting on the throne of mine, wearing my crown and the chair, and right inside the forbidden zone, and all these infinite number of stellar and galactic systems, they all moving around and being created, refreshly created, recreated, refreshly created, recreated, refreshly created, and also maintained and looked after. It's all happening within the heavens, the seven heavens with the seven massive gates, and it's all happening within the heavens, and it's all happening interrelating within the hells. It's happening as it is in the hells with its seven helly gates, and when it's there in the gardens, it's happening with its 8 massive gigantic garden gates. It's happening with its garden glory, and this will happen with the helly gates. So that is happening with the glory, the gloried garden doors, 8 garden glory doors, and these are happening with helly doors. And this is exactly how I look after the heavens, as I being the massive of all the massives, and the King of kings, and the Lord of lords, and the monarch of all the monarchs, the royal of all the royals, the grand of all the grands, the great of all the greats, the King Almighty, the Queen Almighty, the monarch, the royal, the high, the massive, the majesty, the pride, everything. So it's all happening within the heavens. This is how big I am, and this is how my palm is, and this is how my big the self of mine is in the heavens. And when I'm there on top of this over there is full of that presence of majesty. This is exactly what you see when you look stare in the heavens. This is a pride. There's a majesty, and a massive display of power and authority and supreme of Almighty God. the creator and the sustainer of the heavens and the earth. And this said, this honorary title as the creator and the sustainer of the heavens and the earth, it only belongs to myself. No one is authorized to have this level of title. This is the highest supreme title above everything. The creator and the sustainer of the heavens and earth.